I had just turned 15 and I was an extra in Bad Boys 2. They were shooting this club scene and they brought me in and I was wearing a Stars and Stripes bikini and a red cowboy hat. He approved it and they said, you know, Michael, she's 15 so you can't sit her at the bar and she can't have a drink in her hand. So his solution to that was to then have me dancing underneath a waterfall getting soaking wet. At 15, I was in 10th grade. That's sort of a microcosm of how Bay's mind works.
Navigating the multifaceted world of Hollywood, actors often find themselves immersed in roles that challenge their emotional, physical, and ethical boundaries. While some scenes become iconic moments in cinematic history, others linger in the memories of the performers for less glamorous reasons. In this video, we'll look into the reflections and candid confessions of renowned actors who, upon looking back, harbor regrets, discomfort, or even disdain for certain scenes and certain projects they worked on. Join Facts First as we present movie scenes that the actors now regret big time. Kate Winslet.
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls. Wearing only this.
Over the bed, the couch.
Kate Winslet, renowned for her role as Rose in Titanic, has expressed discomfort and regret regarding the iconic nude drawing scene where her character poses for Jack, played by Leo DiCaprio. The film, celebrated for its epic romance and tragic narrative surrounding the sinking of the RMS Titanic, brought Winslet international acclaim. However, the actress has spoken about the enduring awkwardness related to that particular scene.
When you said, draw me like one of your French girls.
Especially given its continued presence in popular culture and the frequent requests from fans to sign images of it. Winslet has reflected on how her youth and eagerness to take risks in roles influenced her decision to do the scene, and in later years, she's become more selective and protective over such choices. Burt Reynolds.
Anybody know anything about the law? Murder trial.
Burt Reynolds in Deliverance encountered scenes that were both physically demanding and emotionally taxing. The film, which explores themes of survival, morality, and violence, required Reynolds to navigate challenging stunts and engage with a narrative that was both dark and controversial. Reynolds, who performed his own stunts, experienced physical injury during the filming and reflected sometimes negatively on the challenges and impacts of being part of such a complex and intense project. Natalie Portman.
I'm glad you.
A little sick of practicing.
Natalie, who began her acting career at a young age, has expressed regret over the sexualization of her character in Leon the Professional. In the film, Portman, who was only 12 at the time, portrayed Matilda, a young girl who forms a complex relationship with a hitman played by Jean Reno. The film includes themes and scenes that sexualize Matilda, which Portman has reflected upon with discomfort and disapproval in later years.
When you do look at it now, and it is so many years ago, what do you see yourself doing on screen?
Oh my God, everything wrong. But
Really?
I gotta have some forgiveness for my 11-year-old self, I suppose.
Yes.
Noting the inappropriate attention and fan letters she received following the film's release. Her experiences as a young actress have significantly shaped her career and advocacy in Hollywood, particularly regarding the protection and ethical treatment of child actors. Roger Moore.
This'll hurt him more than me.
Roger Moore, in his tenure as the iconic James Bond, encountered scenes he later reflected upon with regret, particularly in A View to a Kill. Despite the film's commercial success, Moore, who was in his late 50s during filming, expressed regret regarding the romantic scenes with co-star Tanya Roberts, who was significantly younger. The age disparity in the portrayal of Bond as an enduring romantic lead, despite aging, became a point of self-consciousness and ethical questioning for Moore, highlighting the broader discussions about age, romance, and representation in Hollywood. Jim Carrey.
Did you say that we're going up against 5 gangsters?
And bouncing makes 6.
You fuck.
Jim Carrey, known for his dynamic and versatile acting career, publicly expressed regret over the violence in Kick-Ass 2 following the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting. Carrey, who's an advocate for gun control, took to social media to voice his concerns, stating he couldn't support the level of violence promoted by the film in the wake of such a tragic event. His stance sparked discussions about the portrayal and impact of violence in media.
This is the worst one, though. This is the worst one. Of his competition, Carrey says, "I hope they choke on their own vomit,"
highlighting the ethical considerations actors might navigate in choosing and reflecting upon their roles. Megan Fox.
So listen, I was wondering if I could ride you home. Give you a ride home.
It looks like your distributor cap's a little loose.
Megan Fox, who gained widespread recognition through the Transformers series, has spoken candidly about feeling objectified and uncomfortable with certain scenes under the direction of Michael Bay. Fox portrayed Michaela Baines, and her character was notably sexualized in several scenes, including a notable moment in Transformers where she is depicted leaning over a car in a suggestive manner. Fox has discussed feeling powerless and objectified during her early career, navigating the expectations and pressures of Hollywood. Her experiences have since influenced her career choices and perspectives on the industry, and she's become vocal about the importance of agency and respect for actors in filmmaking. Bruce Campbell.
Yo, she bitch.
Bruce Campbell, known for his role as Ash Williams in the Evil Dead series, has encountered physically demanding and grotesquely explicit scenes throughout the franchise. Campbell, while embracing his status as a cult horror icon, has spoken about the physical toll and intense demands of the Evil Dead films, which often required him to engage in grueling and uncomfortable scenes.
That was all part of the filmmaking process. We thought we had to do it.
Involving extensive prosthetics, practical effects, and physical exertion, underscoring the often unseen physical labor and challenges actors undergo in the horror genre. Salma Hayek.
Have you lost your mind?
Go to hell, Diego.
Rich don't have good taste. They pay someone to have good taste.
Salma Hayek, in her illustrious career, has encountered scenes that have left a lasting impact on her, particularly in Desperado and Frida. In Desperado, directed by Robert Rodriguez, Hayek had to perform a sex scene with Antonio Banderas, which she found distressing due to her Catholic upbringing and personal reservations about on-screen nudity. She had recounted how she was in tears and feeling immense pressure during the filming of the scene.
It was really painful, but I did it again anyway. You know, it was my first movie. I wanted to prove myself, and I wanted to show that I cared for the movie and I was professional. So no matter what happened, I just would do it.
In Frida, while portraying the iconic artist Frida Kahlo, Hayek had to film a scene with Jeffrey Rush that she found emotionally taxing and uncomfortable. Sharon Stone.
Did you really think it was so special?
What made it so good?
You shouldn't play this game.
Sharon Stone has become synonymous with the film Basic Instinct, directed by Paul Verhoeven, particularly for the infamous interrogation scene. Stone, portraying Catherine Trammell, is subjected to a highly sexualized and controversial scene where she uncrosses her legs during an interrogation, revealing that she's not wearing underwear. She's expressed that she was misled about the explicitness of the shot and felt exploited by filmmakers.
My director said, "Can you hand me your underpants? Because we're seeing them in the scene, and you shouldn't have underpants on, but we won't see anything."
This scene, while contributing to her rise in stardom, also brought forth discussions about consent and ethical practices on film sets, especially regarding scenes of a sexual nature. Dakota Johnson.
Fuck the paperwork. Okay.
Dakota Johnson, while achieving widespread recognition for her role as Anastasia Steele in the 50 Shades of Grey series, has spoken about the complexities and challenges of filming explicit and BDSM-themed scenes. The films, which revolve around the erotic relationship between Anastasia and Christian Grey, played by Jamie Dornan, required Johnson to navigate numerous intimate and sexually explicit scenes. While Johnson has not expressed outright regret, she has discussed the emotional and physical challenges of such scenes, highlighting the vulnerability and strength required in performing explicit content. Martin Sheen.
Even the jungle wanted him dead.
Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now experienced a notably tumultuous and challenging filming process. The opening scene, which features Sheen's character, Captain Willard, in a drunken and self-destructive spiral, was filmed on Sheen's birthday, and the actor was genuinely intoxicated. The emotional and physical toll of the scene, coupled with the broader challenges of production, impacted Sheen significantly.
I'd never been able to come to grips with that before, and I was still dealing with it then.
Highlighting the often blurred lines between performance and reality. Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman in Kill Bill experienced a notably dangerous and regrettable scene involving a driving stunt resulting in a crash and injury. Thurman has expressed that she felt pressured into performing the stunt, which has since become a significant point of discussion and controversy.
Conscience in action. He felt so badly about this gang raping of the bride that he just had to add in, maybe just to get through the call with me.
Regarding safety, consent, and agency for actors on set. Halle Berry.
Stanley.
Look, I'd do anything to get Holly back, but...
Halle Berry, an actress celebrated for her talent and versatility, has expressed regret regarding a topless scene in Swordfish, a film that intertwines elements of action and thriller. In the movie, Berry plays Ginger Knowles, a secretive and complex character who becomes entwined in a high-stakes heist. The scene in question involves Berry sunbathing topless, which in retrospect the actress felt was gratuitous and didn't serve the narrative in a meaningful way. She has discussed how she was compensated with a higher salary to perform the scene, but has since reflected on whether the emotional and ethical cost was worthwhile. Now it's time to hear from you. Which of these stories was most surprising to hear about? Let us know in the comments section below.